Fanwarongo na no moni vanua Kena tani levu tuna ua Lo mango voli me uba ubatuka Tavolea ke balavuna.
Lovely. Well, welcome to the crew bar, Scotty and Bob from Blackpool. And
good evening.
Good evening, both of you. Welcome, welcome.
Hello.
Bear with us for the weekly technical challenge. Well, Colonel's bus riding back from Vancouver, but he said he'll come in. He will come in at some stage. But
we got two Pete Stevens at the moment.
Yeah,
We've had that for a while, Derek.
We've had a pair of Pete's.
Pair of pizza.
Not pizza, but
I'll get rid of one of them, I hope.
oh, that's very nice. Right, hang on, let's just
Wait
get.
a minute. We might be able to do that for you.
Oh, where's Pete, co-host?
No, we can't. No, actually, no, we can't. No.
I might be able to.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to ask, remove. No.
You might remove both. That's the problem.
Oh, yeah, that's all right.
Hang on here.
Doesn't matter, does it?
Nah. I just can't get rid of the extra one.
Anyway, thanks, Pete. It fills up the screen nicely. All right. If you've got a triplet, throw him in as well. All right.
All right, I'll do that. Bob, when are you going on your trip on the Thames?
On Thursday. This coming Thursday. Yeah.
Are you going to go anywhere, or are you just being moored?
No, I've got to get off the train at Oxford, and he's
Right.
meeting me there, and he's taking the boat to Oxford. I think he's got somebody else on it this week. And then we're travelling from Oxford to wherever he moors it permanently over the course of the week.
Yeah, that's down in Reading, isn't it?
Yeah. Caversham, apparently.
Caversham, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we've got. Well, he did tell me we've got a couple of nights at Days Lock, wherever that is, and then I don't know where else. But I don't think it's very far. It's only about 30 miles.
Are you taking the dogs to run up and down the boat?
They're going to pull the boat. Yeah, yeah. Who's that there with you, Alice?
Yes,
that's me and Alice. That's a long time ago. That was. I'll tell you where it was. It was in Vanuatu, in Pisces restaurant.
Right.
And I met him on Wednesday.
That's how I remember you when I first met you. Yeah.
And I met him on Wednesday in London, and we had an excellent lunch.
Oh yeah, right, excellent.
We drank a load of prosecco and got quite pissed.
Well, good. Good value, Fruity. Very good value.
What it was, Alan and Sandy, they put this girl up in their B&B for about 6 months, and she gave them this voucher for a day out for a 3-course lunch. And Sandy didn't want to go. It wasn't quite her thing. So we went to the Mayfair Restaurant and Grill in Jermyn Street in London for a 3-course lunch, and we had 90 minutes of prosecco.
90 minutes.
Yeah, once your glass was halfway down, it was topped up again, and away you went.
Right.
And we also popped into a couple of little hosteleries around the area, you know, as you do.
So you just drank prosecco with your lunch, did you see?
Yeah. Sorry, Dave.
The 90 minutes, did that work good for timing with the Jari?
Oh yeah, it was spot on. Yeah. It was absolutely brilliant.
What did you have to eat?
it was a set menu, but there were some options on it where you could pay a supplement to have something different, which we did for the starter. And we had a crab tartlet, which was like a puff-based pastry base with the crab and everything on the top and a few bits of greeny stuff. And then we had half a roast chicken, which was absolutely spot on. And then we had cheese and biscuits, which we paid a supplement for as well. The service was excellent. You can actually buy it online from their from the Mayfair Grill for 70 quid for 2 people.
Right.
If you're in town, it's really worth going and having it. You know, the service is brilliant.
Including champagne.
We'll give it
Prosecco,
to John
Yeah.
Herbert.
Hello.
Johnny Herbert, good to see you. And also Colonel with a scenic moving behind you.
Dave,
You're on the
are you going to
back,
change your name?
Yes, I
Are
am
you
going.
going to change your
Actually,
names?
John, keep your mouth shut because I've been doing it all along,
Yeah.
as you might have
Whoa,
noticed.
whoa, whoa,
Oh,
And
There's a
whoa,
Mulligan. There's a
Colonel,
proper Mulligan.
we have.
Unfortunately, it doesn't allow me to do it to the host.
All right, I'll do it. I'll do
Well,
it. Hang on, I'll do it.
okay.
Yeah.
I will mute myself.
I'll change myself as well. Hang on, I forgot what it is now. Hang on.
I don't think that's a bollocking, Dave, do you?
Not yet, not yet. We'll wait. You've stayed with me for
Preliminary.
already, Fruity. I had
Sorry?
the traffic lights up to start with, Johnny. So and
I'm
then I
about to rename you as well now, Colonel.
Hang on. I forgot what do I call myself?
By the way, I've just come through. I don't know if any of you have seen it, but Mike Holfield has passed away. He had a heart attack and didn't survive it.
what, the musician?
No, Mike Holfield. He was came in as a director back in the 80s. He was only
Oh, I'm
only with the company for a couple of years.
Tubular Bells.
Yeah, well, that's what they used to call this one as well. But he made quite a few enemies with the crew because.
By the way, you've changed your name. You're now Supper Tart instead of Super Tart.
Enjoy.
Sorry, that was a typo error. We got a man on a bus as well.
Yeah, he took a few people took him to court for wrongful dismissal, and one actually.
All right.
One of them was Peter Steely, and Sammy Bradford stuck up.
Oh,
for
right.
Peter.
Yeah.
And he had a go at me, but I challenged him to take me I'd take him to a tribunal, and he stormed out the room and said there was nothing more to be said to me. I survived, and he went.
Sounds like it couldn't have happened to a nicer bloke then.
Well,
I don't know if any of you saw it, but it was in the press this week. There was one guy from P&O Ferries refused to accept the
I saw that, yeah.
thing,
Yeah,
and
won his
he
case.
took him to a tribunal and won.
Yeah, saw
Yeah.
that. It didn't say how much he got, but it said substantial.
Yeah,
amount.
and he donated it, didn't he, to Seafarers charity.
Yeah. With
Actually,
them tribunals, if you win them tribunals, it's usually around about 50 grand.
I don't know if you're interested, but how it came that he challenged me. He said that if I didn't like the situation, I could leave. I said, well, I'm not leaving. You can sack me or make me redundant. We'll sort it out in the tribunal. But how it all came about was I received a letter, as I'm sure many of you did, about sending me on a managerial course when I went on leave. Well, as it so happened, when that course was on, I'd already made other arrangements, and they wanted to know why. So I wrote back and said why. But previous to that, every cruise, first cruise I was 1 man short, the next cruise I was 2 men short, and the next cruise I'm 3 men short. And I get this letter about improving our product. So I wrote a letter back and said, well, I've always strived to improve our product, but unfortunately, over recent weeks, I said 3 cruises. I said I started off with 1 man short, then it was 2, and then it was 3. I think we might be better with less staff, less generals in the office on film stars' wages, and more troops on the front line. And it didn't go down very well.
Ah,
Good one, John.
Well done. Well done. Flipping heck. Hey,
Where,
talking
where
about
was this
something
on the
well
West Coast,
done.
John?
And on top of that, I was supposed to be going to the Oriana and taking it out on the maiden voyage, because I've been involved in the office and bakery wise and pastry cook shop wise. And I'd had an argument over that with the ovens they wanted to put in there. I said they wasn't suitable. Anyway, they went ahead and did it. Well, before the ship sailed, what I was saying was proved right. The ovens were breaking down, and 12 months later, they had to put in the ovens that I'd recommended, and it cost them $250,000 to change it.
Well, there you go. Sums it up. Sums it up. Yep. As you
And
say,
then I did hear through one of the captains that Dave McLaughlin phoned me up. I was on leave, and he said, "Oh, your friend's resigned." I said, "My friend, who's that?" He said, "Mike Oldfield." I said, "Oh, what's he done? Caught his fingers in the till?" He said, "No." He said, "No." He said, "He's been told to resign." He said, "I said, well, when's he leaving?" He said, "The end of the week." Well, it turns out afterwards, the period he was there, because he changed all the station head scenery, the logos and everything else, plus uniforms. And at the period he was there, he was £40 million overspent. I heard that on good sources from one of the captains. I won't say who, but
that was in the what, in the 60s?
no, that was in the been about early 90s, because it was when the Oriana,
New Oriana days.
Yeah. And I say I was supposed to have gone there on the maiden voyage, and I was taken out. And then the baker they did put there, again, I won't mention any names, walked off before the ship sailed on its maiden voyage. And Chris Bullen, I was on leave at the time, phoned me up and was saying the problems they got there. He said, "Would you be prepared to come out and help us sort it out?" I said, "Well, you know what I feel about the ship now." I said, "Have you spoken to the office?" He said, "No." He said, "No." He said, "I was wanted to see how you felt." I said, "Well, phone the office and see what they feel like, because they probably won't want me on the ship now." Anyway, I didn't hear anything. This was on the first cruise, the maiden voyage. And they came into Southampton, sailed, and that night, Chris Bullen phoned me up again. He said, "Did you hear anything from the office?" I said, "No, not a word." He said, "They told me they was going to contact you straight away." He said, "I'll get on to them again." The next thing is I got a call from the travel, the chef, can't think of his name now, the corporate chef, said, "Oh, there's problems on the Oriana. We'd like you to fly out to Barcelona and join it."
Winston,
So
come here.
they flew me out to Barcelona. Well, it was absolutely chaotic on there. So I sat down, because they've got things on the menu and the staff didn't know what they were or how to do it. There was no routines. And some of the things they got there, I hadn't got a clue what they were either. So I sat down and started writing all the dessert menus out again. I had to leave some on because Anton Mostrom was involved with it, and they got some of his dishes there. I had to leave them on. Well, the chef that was taking over there, Colin Bussey, which was one of Mark Oldfield's men he put on there, just employed, and came into the office. "That's not the way I want the menus to go." I said, "Well, they're not going the way you want them to now." I said, "First of all, you need to get a routine going." I said, "Once you've got a routine going, then you can make the changes and put them on your what you want to do." I said, "But don't do it too quickly. Let the ship settle down first." And I said, "And if you don't like it," I said, "or don't want me to do it," I said, "see the person, they can fly me back home again." I said, "Because this is the only way I know." He stormed out the office. I stayed there, did another cruise and got him organised, and that sort of set it going. But yeah, so that's the story behind all that.
Nick. Oh dear, oh dear. Before I forget, obviously the messages came through from Gizzy, so apologies that he wouldn't be in tonight.
Yeah.
But also Steve Walker rang me on his way to the pub to watch the football today, and he said he's going out for dinner tonight and he might not be in, but he says he might make an effort depending on the result of the football. So I imagine we might not see him till the new year.
He'll be in tears by now.
You know, oh God. Oh dear, oh dear.
I didn't realise they played netball on Sunday.
Well, Manchester City didn't, but I think Manchester United did in the first half at least, anyway. But anyway, so Steve might not be in, but it doesn't matter because we've got Bobo coming in, and he might be on his bike, or he might be, I don't know where, somewhere. Is he back in London now at the moment?
Yeah.
Yep, Bobo.
Hi guys, how are you?
Hi.
Good evening.
We were just asking, you're back in London at the moment, Bobo?
Yep, yeah, I'm in Royal Victoria Dock.
Lovely. And are you getting the bus over to Cardiff tomorrow? Or you?
No, I'm catching the 1 o'clock train from Paddington.
Train from Paddington, right?
Yeah, direct to, and then I'll go in to see my son's friend. I'm staying at the flat in London there, in Cardiff, sorry.
In Cardiff, yeah. Oh, well, it'll be good to see you again, Bobo. We haven't seen you since the Three Greyhounds.
No, I know.
Which we're trying to keep under wraps.
I'm sure you got to keep that one under wraps for sure.
Oh dear, yeah.
Just had my haircut. Do you like it, guys?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, looks really good. Oh, now Steve is.
Oh,
Now this.
don't talk about the result.
We won't talk about any results.
Oh, looks like happy new haircut as well, eh?
Yeah, he's got
Smart boy, doesn't he?
This looks lovely.
Yeah.
Steve, is that I don't know, is that an Etihad flag behind you? Is that an Etihad flag flying behind you?
What?
Hey, Bob, it's not just you and me that had a crap weekend for football, is it?
No. I tell you what, it was a shite result that we really played well. Just one breakaway goal and that was it, But
typical Norwich, still
really good game.
Good game.
Hey, we won the second half.
Yes, you did. Steve, that wasn't you that contacted 5 Live then? It was a fella called Steve who went into BBC and said, well, at least we won the second half.
All right.
Yeah, but I thought it was you. So, anyway. We've got Super Tart in. Finished having supper tart. We're now back to Super Tart. Very good.
I prefer that actually. It's more fun, I think.
Actually, a very warm welcome to Scotty. Obviously we've been chatting away.
Someone's got some music or chat on in the background.
Not me.
Not me.
No, and Colonel's
it's probably the bus.
No microphone, so it's not Colonel. Very nice too. Oh, Steve Walker. I better rename. It's all right, Fruity. I'm doing Steve. Right.
I've done him.
Well, you've got Steve Walker.
Yeah, I know. That's right, isn't it? That's who he is.
You've got to add on C.
There he is.
Oh, sorry.
You've got to put his title.
Sorry.
Crowbar.
You've got nothing to say, Colonel?
There we are.
Yeah. No, it's not that. It's just that the video stream, if I'm talking, it may cut out. So I can hear you guys.
Okay.
No, it looks really good.
Are you in the cockpit? You sound like the pilot again.
No, I'm not in the cockpit. I'm in the FM bus. See? There's the bus.
I bet that's an exciting bus.
And on a bus.
Do the wheels go round and round?
But you should know I'll get a bollocking for Mrs. Kling if I talk loud.
Okay.
Didn't hear that, John. Can you speak up?
You can wave.
I don't know who that is. Oh, Cindy. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. I'm going back on mute. Here we go.
On the mute at the moment. Okay. All right.
Okay.
That's good.
Okay.
Anyway, Stephen, thanks for coming in. Have you been for your meal, or
Yes.
you've been?
Yes. Celebrating our second half win.
Wonderful. And was it a seafood special like Colonel had when he
No.
emptied out that
No.
big net of shellfish?
No. Just
Hey, a bucket of crabs, eh?
Yeah. Oh, you can't beat a bucket of crabs. No.
Very itchy.
The ones I had were slightly different size to that.
They're more like lobsters, were they?
Giving it all that. Oh, flipping heck. Yeah. So what tomorrow? Obviously, the next few days. Well, for 4 days for Seamus and Noel and Taffy, there will be quite a lot of coverage. Bobo, how long are you in Cardiff for?
I'm doing the 4 days.
Are
yeah.
you?
Yeah, the full 4 days. Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah, so that's good. So
Yeah.
I'll leave on Friday. Yeah.
On the Friday. Oh, excellent. Hey, oh, well, we'll get good coverage. You know, after some of us won't be there, we'll look forward to it.
Oh, it should be fun. I'm looking forward to it. Taffy's done some great organising, so it'll be good.
Oh, it's fantastic. Yeah. No. Yeah. It's going to be so much better than Worcester, obviously.
You're a starer, aren't you? Yeah.
I'm just agreeing with you, Bobo. All right. Okay.
the organising in Worcester was awful.
Yeah.
It rained.
Yeah, that is a live. As I say, it's a live. What's the weather like for the Cardiff?
Oh, it's going to be sunny the whole 4 days. I've no idea. No.
Brilliant.
David, it's not about us.
It's not. No, it's not.
There's a big storm in the Welsh Channel on Tuesday and Wednesday.
Well, that bloody Welsh Channel. Yeah, I'm looking forward to crossing it tomorrow.
We'll cross the Bristol Channel then.
Yeah, I go over on the Bristol Channel and come home on the Welsh one. God, dear.
I got
Pete, what time are you travelling?
I'm catching the coach at 9:30. I'll get there by about 1 o'clock.
Oh, excellent. Oh, good. You'll be ahead of the game. That's brilliant.
Yeah, I'm meeting up with Taffy. I think he said 2:30, something like that.
Okay. Will you have already picked up Noel and Tinker and
No, they're a bit later in. They're flying in a bit later in the afternoon.
Right. Okay. Well, we'll be there by then, so that'll be good.
Yeah.
Be good.
About 3 o'clock.
The weather on Monday.
Yeah, we're all very excited.
Yeah, the weather on Monday is a light cloud and gentle breeze.
Oh, that's all right then. Not
And
bad.
then Tuesday's light
Until we
rain,
get there.
moderate breeze.
Yeah,
Did
until
you
we
get that from
there,
Charlie in Bermuda? That weather forecast?
Yeah, it's all on there.
It's direct from
Charlie.
There you go, Cardiff.
That looks like Charlie's, that, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
The light breeze until we get there, then there's a hurricane going to hit.
Hurricane, yeah, it's gonna be a wild hurricane.
They won't know what's hitting, will they? Don't forget, we've all got capellas for protection.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
they're good.
Yeah, they look really good.
Yeah.
They look really good.
And I've
Yeah.
got my whistle to keep you under control. I've got a lanyard with a whistle on it with the Welsh thing on it.
Oh, excellent.
7 short and 1 long.
Do you think a whistle will work?
It's a
David, have you got the Oscar? Have you got the Oscar thing?
the thing. Now, when you say
The
thing
picture?
of Oscar,
Yeah, you know the ones we had for Worcester.
I think I'll have a look. The only I should do, because the only thing I gave what's his name? Pete Steely was the picture of him.
Yeah, yeah.
I should
So there was a couple of
Oscar.
Oscar that we had when we did the tour of the cathedral, didn't we?
Yeah.
No, I'll go and have a look, Dave. Yeah, as far as I know, yeah, I should still have it. Yeah.
He should have one with his frock on if he's at the
Yeah.
cathedral.
All right, all right. Well, don't put the pressure on me now. I've got to go and find the flipping things now.
It's not a
I said
frock.
one with his ropes on.
It's not a frock. It's his drag.
It's in the full droge.
Well, I suppose he's in Southampton at the moment, isn't he? With what are their names?
Not Barry, but what's his name? I know the two guys.
Two of them, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. What are they called?
Dominic and
Dominic and that's good. Well done. Got Dominic.
Daisy.
halfway there. No, it's not Daisy.
Actually, no, it's not. You're flipping close there, Bob, but it's not. Dominic and I was going to say Barry, but it's not Barry. But anyway, they're not coming, are they?
No.
No, you're picking him up though, aren't you, Dave? Dave, you're picking him up tomorrow, aren't you?
Yeah,
Oscar.
Well, if I am, which is fine, I better get in touch with him. Is he expecting me to pick him up?
Well, I thought he was going with you.
Oh, bloody hell.
I thought you were picking him up in Southampton.
Yeah, well, right, I'll better ring him up then. In fact, if he's in Southampton now, why isn't he on this now? Right? With Dominic.
Well, Oscar doesn't do the crew bar, does he?
No, he does not. He's like the Scarlet Pimpernel. Right, so it looks like I might be picking Oscar up, but I don't know if the boot's big enough for all the drag.
He's told me he was going in a Mini.
Who, me or him?
Him.
What, the mini skirt?
Going in a Mini.
Oh, bloody hell. I think I might have a busy night now. I'll have to ring up and confirm with him. How's he?
I'm sure he told me that you were going to pick him up tomorrow and take him to Cardiff.
Well,
right. You're going to find out when you age Cardiff.
I'm quite happy to do that because I'm going up.
You get halfway down the M4 and they'll be ringing you up saying, "Where are you?"
Where are you?
Oscar will be at the cottage at the first services in the M4. So, where are you, dear?
Yeah, but
They
you've
got a
to
Mexican restaurant in there.
What time are you leaving there tomorrow, David?
I'm leaving at 11 o'clock. Should be there by 2:15, 2:30.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just adding 3 hours onto that.
Oh, really? Have you? Oh,
Yeah.
right. Okay. Yes. Yes, of course.
When you go up to Winchester and then down the M4.
Oh, yeah, I do. I'm going to go up the up,
Takes 3.5 hours, surely.
it's 3.25 hours.
Really?
Yeah. On the Google.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Surprised me.
Yeah. So that's what I planning on.
I'll be getting through customs on the Welsh border. It'll take the time.
If I can get in the slipstream of Pete's coach, I can turn the fuel off. I'll be coming behind him. Look
Get
at
on my train.
Oh no, Pete's coming on the bus, but Oscar, who's coming on the train? Who was it?
Hey.
Oh, Bobo.
Bobo.
Yeah, okay, Bobo.
Mm.
Do you want me to pick you up at Southampton Station?
We're on strike Wednesday.
Not on the way. Not on the way.
To Cardiff is 225.9.
Tomorrow, Bobo.
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah.
All
I get
right.
there at 3:10, I think. 3:10. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So Fruity, you were saying about meeting up with Alice up in London.
Yeah.
Is this the first time you've been to that restaurant?
Yes. What it was, they put up a young girl in their B&B for about 6 months. I can't remember all the details of why. And she gave them a voucher for a 3-course meal with Prosecco and all that sort of thing. not at the place we actually went to. And Sandy, it's not Sandy's thing, and she didn't want to go. So she said to Alan, well, why don't you invite Dave? Let him go with you. And I can't remember where the first place was the voucher was for, but it didn't quite suit. So Alan progressed it, and we went to this Mayfair restaurant and grill in Jermyn Street in London.
Yeah.
And it was absolutely excellent. You know, we had a 3-course meal. You had continuous Prosecco for 90 minutes. Food was good. What we did, we paid a little bit extra for some supplements for the different, for the starter and what have you.
Yeah.
But no, it was really good. And we popped into a couple of other little hostelries on the way up and down.
Yeah.
So there you go.
No,
It was good.
very good. Very good.
It wasn't in Fortnum and Masons then.
It was opposite, Pete. It was in the Mayfair Hotel. And we were the main entrance of Fortnum and Masons is in Piccadilly, and we were in Jermyn Street, which is the other side of it. So it was directly behind Fortnum and Masons. And where we were sat at the table, that's where I took the photo from.
Cool.
Yeah.
No,
Now,
really
who
good.
remembers Maisie? Who remembers Maisie Maisie Marsden?
Yeah.
Well, Maisie Marsden, the old Omi Poloni that he used to live with, she had a flower shop in Jermyn Street.
Oh, right. Okay. Because
maybe not many of you sell with her.
Well, I can only just remember. I know the name. Was he a maitre d' or a barman? I can't.
Well, no,
he was barman. Bar manager.
That's right. Yeah.
Bar manager. He had a beard.
Yeah.
Look, used to wear glasses.
Yeah. He was a friend of.
It's years ago.
He was a friend of.
Remember him, yeah.
He was a friend of Edie's and Ronnie Tiano.
Roddy.
Yeah.
I don't know him. I never had the pleasure. I knew Roddy and Edie.
What would that have been in the 70s?
Yeah.
Well, it was 60s and 70s.
I sailed with him on Oriana in 75 and then again in 76. I think he took over on Oriana in 74-5 when Dougie Williams had his heart attack.
Right. Got it.
If I remember rightly.
We've got a couple of faces coming in here that we might be seeing. Well, we sincerely hope we'll be seeing tomorrow in Cardiff, but just waiting for the audio to come in from
their friend Paul
and Tinker. It's coming. It'll be there in a minute.
Man on the bus is back.
The man on the bus is here.
Yeah, and we got the bus back in.
I never went anywhere. I monitored the whole thing, Dave.
Oh my God. It's like Big Brother flipping it all the way.
He's in the diary room.
So, Stephen,
Organisation.
Stephen, tell everybody that you're trying to clock in as many cruises as Colonel and Angelo on an annual basis.
Yeah, we're trying. We're going on another one on the 22nd of October.
Blimey. You're living on them. That's great.
Yeah.
Great. Love it.
Lovely.
Great.
Only a short one for a week.
Now, Stephen, what's this one called again?
It's the Morella Discovery 2.
Morella Discovery 2. Now, who's that with?
That's Tui.
That's Tui, yeah.
Right. Oh, Noel's in. Noel, can you hear us, Noel?
Cameras all over the place. There we are.
You can see him. Can you hear us, Noel? No. Tinker, can you hear us? Give us a wave if you can hear us. Yeah, was that a wave?
Nod your head.
Yeah, nod your head if you can hear us.
I don't think she can hear you, David.
No.
Can you lip read?
Can't hear. She can't hear.
She can hear us, but we can't hear her. That's the
Oh,
problem.
okay. It's something like that. Oh well, we'll see what I'm. So, Steve, that's where you're off to in the end of October.
22nd of October.
Where you going, around the Med?
Yeah. Just flying out to Palma.
Yeah.
Just 7 days.
You see that? Right, so somebody put on thing today, the new Sun Princess. 4,500 bloods. Oh,
Yeah, no, yeah.
Oh, how horrendous.
That's a bit different
No,
to
thank you.
720, isn't it?
Isn't it? Yeah.
Good luck to
No,
them.
thank you.
No way.
Good luck to them.
A lot of people.
When's she coming out, Bob?
2 years. 24, I think it said.
Where is she being built? In Genoa?
In Italy, I think.
In Cantieri. In
That's a
Trieste.
lot of filtered coffees, that.
So there's a lot of spoons in the top, Scotty.
I was just thinking today, it'll be next month will be 50 years since I joined the Sun Princess of the shipyard in Genoa.
Wow.
God knows where all that time's gone.
Christ.
Noel, can you hear us?
I can hear you now. Can you
Oh,
hear
there
me?
he is.
Yes,
There we are, loud and
There we
clear.
are now.
Lovely.
To be sure.
Why was the number changed? The 3276 to 79080. That's where I got mixed up.
Because the Colonel's on a trip.
Yeah, Colonel's
Oh,
on
I
the
see.
bus.
He's on a bus.
Yeah.
It's on a bus. Okay.
So
He's on the screen next to you, really.
he is there. He's travelling along.
We hadn't done that on the
he's
phone
there,
in a
he's
while,
there.
so I wasn't sure what the story was.
So I'm back on the old telephone now, rather than the computer.
Well done, Noel. And this is just a warm-up act for starting.
This is what I just wanted to see what I have to wear tomorrow.
You just wanted to see a few eeks so you could recognise them tomorrow.
Yeah, I want a snapshot of everybody.
The dirtiest pair of jeans he has is probably what I'll be wearing.
Yeah, I don't think Taffy said it's not ultra, you know. But I mean, you wear whatever you want, Noel.
I'll be
No,
very.
I know. I was only joking there. Yeah, I can wear whatever I want. Yeah.
Yeah.
My 1970 flare jeans. Is that okay?
Oh,
We'll remember you. We'll recognise you then.
the same pair. They still got the same pair, have you?
Yeah.
Armand's jacket,
Whatever
that'll
you
do as
do,
well.
don't wear a lemon t-shirt. The lemon t-shirts look awful. They really. Hello, Brendan. Brendan, great to
It's
see
a
you.
little green suit with pink. with
Oi.
stripes.
Leave the lemon t-shirts out of it.
I have a pink one. Will that do okay?
That'll be even better. It might clash with mine, but it doesn't matter. Brendan, good to see you as well. Welcome.
Evening,
Thank you.
Brendan.
I'm sorry I was a bit late. We had sausage and mash tonight, and I couldn't resist.
Oh, look at you.
Have it before or after? So I had it before. So
Don't blame
very
me.
enjoyable.
Yeah, good. Well done. Well done. So, are you going to go in convoy with Scotty tomorrow?
No, we haven't made any plans, Derek and myself.
No.
Sherry takes a while to pack, as your wives do.
Yeah.
I did mine in a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
You know,
What
and
time
we've
you-
got to have a breakfast before we go, of course. So, and then we'll be on our way to the land of our fathers.
I'm not allowed to pack, Brendan.
I think we'll make it about 9 o'clock. Leave here.
When I say pack, John, I get 3 shirts, a pair of trousers, and a jacket, and it goes in.
That's it. Sorted. Yeah.
What about your G-string?
I just,
Yeah, no skiddies.
I was hoping I'll be able to borrow one when I'm down there. There's bound to be a few being worn.
It's like going to be fun 4 days or 2 days.
I know. Yeah. We're all getting excited about the Capellas.
Oh yeah, they're absolutely wonderful. The deal he did with that Welsh guy, yeah.
Yeah. That'll be good. So
So what time is the flight from Ireland, Noel? What time do you touch down in in the valleys?
Estimated time of arrival 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock.
1:50, I think.
Oh, that's fine. That'll be good.
That's if
That'll be
Michael
good.
O'Leary, if Michael O'Leary decides to fly the plane tomorrow. He may not.
Oh, great, great. Yeah.
Check-ins at 3, I think, in the hotel.
All right. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, you're at the same one as us, aren't you, Brendan? At the
Yes, the Future Inn.
Yeah.
The Future Inn.
Yeah. I've asked if we could have adjoining rooms, you and Sherry. But
Yeah, but we heard about that, Dave, and we've asked it to be rescinded. I don't want you coming in at 3 o'clock in the morning saying, "Sorry, where's the toilet? I took the wrong turning."
I might have to.
A certain Norman being thrown about everywhere.
Norman's not been out for years. He's
He's flipping state. He's not coming out in Wales.
Norman.
Storming Norman.
Yeah.
Storming Norman. Yeah, yeah. Would be.
Not whispering, Norman.
No. Oh God, there'll be a few things. Yeah, there's things that we'll be talking about that we'd forgotten we ever said in the first place. I know.
I know.
Yeah, but still, but we won't let Colonel down. Obviously, with the reports, and Hilda, we'll try and keep you updated along. Bob, you'll have to do a bit of a coverage, obviously, when you're.
Yes, I'm going to have to do some video, aren't I?
Yes, yeah.
Learn how to do it. Yeah.
That'll be good. And Fruity, you'll be at Control Tower as well. Just make sure everything comes in, reported back to you at base camp. Is that all right?
Well, I doubt that.
Yeah, Taffy just told me he'll be in soon.
Yeah. Oh.
No.
So Taffy went via Canada to let us know.
I'm in the control room on the bus
There's
station.
a rumor going around. He's on the runway with 2 table tennis bats, bringing in a Michael O'Leary flight tomorrow afternoon. Taffy.
Yeah, he's wearing the full rig of the day, peak cap a lot. He's a sign made.
Yeah, those are all organised.
Oh,
He's got all your visas all organised, Noel, so you can come straight in, easy, smooth into Wales. The visa's already there.
Do you fly over the Welsh Channel before you land?
I'm not really sure. I've been to India and I've been to China, but I've never been to Wales.
It flies down the valley.
Never been to
Wales.
Wales.
Out.
That was Happy Valley, wasn't it?
I doubt they're going to fly under the bridge.
Well, not in Curacao.
Too British.
Oh God, flipping heck. So
They'll be charging you £5 for a cup of coffee on Michael O'Leary's flight. You know that, Noel, don't you?
I bring me own coffee.
good thinking. Yeah,
I think that's without sugar.
I think we can buy duty free now since you all left the EU. I think we're not going. We're going into a foreign country tomorrow.
But yeah, put that on your tax days.
Excuse me.
Oh dear, dear.
Make sure you get your phrase book too. You need your phrase book for the language. Different language.
So for the crew bar, 3 cases of Myers rum will be okay, won't it be?
That'll be lovely. That'll be great. That'll be great. And Pete, are you bringing some orange juice all the way from London on the bus?
Definitely.
Well done. Well done.
That'll be concentrated with it.
Dave, has have anybody heard from Nevin? Is he still coming? Is he all right?
Taffy said that he's all set for it. Yes, yeah. Taffy spoke. I don't know. It was a few days ago, but Taffy said that he's all good for it.
Oh, great.
Which is great because he wasn't 100%, but yeah, apparently he'll be all set for coming.
Be great to see him.
Brendan, have you been in touch with Oscar?
I was last week, and I think I mentioned that on the crew bar.
There he is.
I haven't I suppose it'd be about 10 days now, but he was in fine fettle, a bit exhausted because he does a lot of duties at the cathedral as a tour guide, and they're all falling by the wayside, and he's sort of like last man standing on quite often occasions, you know, and so but he was fully intending to come down, and he's got his train tickets all organised.
But as far as I know, he's in Southampton, Brendan.
He
staying
well
with Dominic and what the other one's name?
Who's Dominic's partner, Brendan?
Oh no, Dominic and Michael. Is it Michael?
Michael. Yeah. Because Dave didn't realise he was going to pick him up tomorrow.
You picking Oscar up, Dave?
Well, this is what I've just heard tonight, Brendan. So,
well, I'm sure that's what Oscar told me. Because he mentioned going in a Mini.
In the Mini, he wants to go in the Mini. All right. Well, I might have to reorganise the transport. I know he wants to come in the Mini, and we'll have the roof down. That'll be great. Yeah, that'll do.
You've got Ollie as well, haven't you?
Oh well, Ollie doesn't want to get his hair wet, so he might be. I think he's getting the train up now. I thought he might be in tonight, Ollie. Taffy, welcome. Sorry, welcome, Taffy.
There's the host, the World Cup host.
Yeah, with the capella.
Well, Ollie won't get his hair wet with this.
No.
These are great. They're shower proof.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Yeah.
Read it.
Let's have a look. Crew Bar on tour, Cardiff Bay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fantastic, Alan.
Well done. Colonel, put your hat on now.
I did forget to bring the hat, Taffy, sorry.
Is Colonel on his way over on a bus, is he?
Yes,
yeah, I'm on. Just took a cruise up to Alaska.
Just the Raya.
Yeah. Just the Raya.
Just that Raya. Yeah. Oh God, dear, oh dear. Yeah. So we'll be all set for tomorrow, for sure. Is Seamus excited, Noel?
As excited as he'll ever be. Yeah, he phoned me 4 times today. Yeah.
Are you flying out of Dublin now, Noel?
Yeah, flying out of Dublin. Yeah, we're going up, but Seamus lives about half an hour from me, so we're going over to him, and we're 4 of us are going together in his car.
Okay, right. And he just there for
his wife Nuala has a very bad flu. She's very worried she might make it, but I think she will.
What's she worried about?
No, she won't.
She got a very heavy flu.
Oh dear.
But anyhow, I told her to take 3 lemon sips and put a good shot of whiskey into them tonight. So
all at once, yeah.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I went to Bournemouth yesterday for the football. Bournemouth versus Brentford.
Don't mention the football, please.
No. But what it was
today's football.
Next week, I'm meeting up with Izzy there because Leicester are playing. But I booked in for next week for a COVID jab, and there's a hospital right by the ground, literally right by the ground. So I thought I'll do it, kill it, 2 birds with 1 stone. Have the jab, go the football, come home. Well, yesterday we came out from the football, and the girl was there directing people in and out of this hospital for it. And she said, "Look, we're doing a walk-in now. There's no queue. If you want to come now, come in and have it done now." So the 3 of us, which I was with 2 other lads, we went into the hospital and gave all the details, and we had the COVID jab, which was fine. Well, this morning I'd already booked up for a jab down at the surgery for the flu, which it doesn't matter. It's fine. So I've had 1 jab in my left arm, 1 jab in my right arm. Well, of course, now the news is all about shingles. You can get a jab for that as well. And I thought, bloody hell, if I have another jab, if I look at it being administered, I'm going to get a crick in my neck.
There's
Dear.
a grab for that.
Don't forget,
Yeah.
don't forget the monkey pops, jab.
Huh?
Don't forget the monkey pops, jab.
How
I
about
had, I had the shingles one ages ago.
Did you?
Yeah. And I
Okay.
had a prick in my bum last week.
No, I think you only have the one shingles one, I think, don't you? I think I had it a few years ago, actually.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I haven't had it. No, I'm not having it. Fruity, was that oral or was that anal? Dear.
It was just a prick in the bum, dear.
That'll do, mate. Oh, God.
It was my hormone therapy
Oh, lovely. Hey,
injection.
you're looking good on it, Fruity. Hopefully,
Yeah.
you're feeling all right, I hope, with it.
No, I haven't been sleeping very well. And Bobo, did you have any problems sleeping when you had
I did,
your?
but the worst was the hot flushes.
Yeah, I'm had those yet, but
I had
the
20 of
last
them.
3 days,
Come here, mate.
I've woken up to go to the loo and then not been able to get back to sleep.
Yeah.
You suffered all these.
There's your mate there, David.
Oh, hello, Winston.
Winston. Yeah,
Hello,
you'll get through it.
boy.
Really.
Good boy.
Yeah. I'm fine. Yeah, I'm going to ring the hospital tomorrow just to.
Yeah, just.
Good boy, Winston.
Yeah.
Guess who loves you, baby?
Yeah. Somebody does say.
Yes, of course he does. Of course he does. Is Daisy upstairs tonight?
Yes, she's been misbehaving. She did a poop on my carpet this morning, so I kicked her out.
Oh, well, I appreciate you for not kicking me out, and it was only an accident, Bob.
Was that you who did that, was it?
No, it was you. You thought it was the dog.
It was under the table. Sorry, I forgot to clear it up.
And that's me blaming Daisy.
Oh God! Dear. Yeah.
So I had jabs in my neck on Tuesday, I think it was. Took about, I don't know what it was. I had arthritis in my spine, and I had these jabs in my neck. Fucking hell, did it hurt?
Yeah.
And I came out of there, and I'd had my flu jab, my COVID jab, these in my neck, and 2 in my knees. I said I had more pricks than a second-hand dartboard. Yeah.
Oh, hey Bob, we don't want to go all about medicals, but how's your leg?
My leg.
Yes, from the oven door.
Oh, it's still got a big plaster on it. Yeah, we're 3 months now. Yeah, it's getting better, but it's taking ages to heal.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Oh, well,
right. I did that. I did it in June, and I've still got to go to the clinic to have the dressings on it. Yeah.
Yeah. Has that nurse sussed out that you fancy her?
She fancies me, doesn't she? That's why she keeps sending me back. Yeah.
Say no more. Say no more.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to ask Johnny if it's his first trip back up to Alaska since he was cruising, and did he see a massive change? And was it for the good or was it for the better up in Alaska cruising there?
Yeah, no, it was really wonderful, Brendan. Especially Skagway. I mean, Skagway hasn't changed that much. I mean, a little bit, but yeah, I think everyone enjoyed it, and Glacier Bay, of course. So that was great. Just like the old days. Yeah.
Was there still quite a lot of ice floating about, Johnny? I didn't see much on what I saw, but there used to be quite a bit of ice floating.
Yeah. There was quite a bit of ice. Yeah.
And were there quite a few were there quite a few ice falls, cracks?
It's funny you said that because that's what Sydney wanted to say. I think we saw a couple. Yeah.
Has it receded a lot, John?
What's that, Steve?
Has it receded a lot since 80?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, especially the Mendenhall Glacier. That's receded. Incredible. Yeah. Miles. Yeah.
Really?
Steve, I hope you weren't referring to people's hair.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't know my head was a glacier.
Stay constant. The more you get, the more it receives.
Brendan, you and I have got a touch of the Mendenhalls.
Yeah. I'm going back on mute. It's difficult to talk on the bus, as you can imagine, but it's all good.
All right.
I remember
there was one other question. With the Red Dog Saloon, did you get an idea where the old Red Dog used to be, or is it the same site?
No, it's not. In fact, I was spacing out when we spoke to the girl. She said it was down the street. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember it on the main street.
Yeah,
Scotty,
the old one was just
haven't you,
off
Scotty?
the water.
How long ago were you up there, Scotty?
First time I went there was on the Oronsay, and the last time I went was about 4 or 5 years ago.
Right, so it was the same as what Colonel went to.
Yeah. But the original Red Dog was near the quayside.
Yes.
We used to do the shore party there, and it was within walking distance of the shore party.
Well, we used to finish in the International Lounge at 10:30, and the ship would sail at midnight, and we'd still get down there and get back.
Yeah.
The
deputy captain used to come down to the ramp and say, "Go and tell everybody to get out of the Red Dog and don't be too long about it."
I got a feeling in that video that Oscar did about the trip to Haynes, there's a photo of the original Red Dog Saloon.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. I'll put one up on the site this week.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
There was an Irish bar that became very popular at one point. I can't remember what it was called now, but a lot of people used to go down there because it was closer to the ship. And Arthur Keating and all his crowd used to get in there, and a few of the other Irish lads.
Up the street on the left-hand side.
Was it Sweeney's? I can't remember the name of it now. Irish bar.
Up the street.
I don't know if Arthur Keating is still with us or has he passed on?
He's gone, I think.
Has he?
Someone told me it passed on, but I'm not 100% sure. But he lived in Southampton, didn't he?
Say that again.
He lived in Southampton, Arthur.
Well, that's why I was looking through some photos only the other day. I'll find it again, and I've got a picture of Arthur with some of his family in our house down here in Lymington.
Wow.
Yeah. Going back 30 plus years ago.
Yeah.
Liz was a baby, and he came down with a grandchild or something as well at the time, and did a visit for the day. You know, like Pud. You know Derek Hillman, Pud.
Derek Hillman.
Pud and Angie.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. Well, they live around the corner from us in Lymington years ago. And of course, he then moved along to Sussex, I think, and was to do with the police. He was operating the CCTV setups or something for the police. And he came by and visited us. And they had about four kids, I think. It was great seeing them all in the day. But yeah, nice fellow. Nice couple. So.
I remember Arthur telling me when he lived in Northern Ireland before, obviously Southampton, and they got told to move out, and they had to move out within a couple of days.
I think there was a price on him as well.
When the troubles were kicking off, you know, and there was another guy there. I really liked him. He was a smashing guy. His name was Pat McDade. Do you remember him, Noel?
I don't, Brendan. No.
Yeah. James would know him for sure. And he was a really, really lovely guy. And he always had a cigar on the go. And he was quite shrewd with the old pennies. But I never forget, we were in port one day and his father ran a pub. I'm not sure if it was Belfast or Londonderry. but they just come in and said, "All right, everybody out of the pub. We're gonna blow it up." So they all left and they blew the pub up. And Pat was talking to his dad and said, and he just sort of relayed what happened. And anyway, he rebuilt it over a couple of years, I think. And the same thing happened again a few years later. It just said, "Right, all out."
No.
There we go again, and they took it out again. I was often wonder what happened to Pat, because he was a lovely guy, and he was a Northern Irish guy, but I'm not sure where he was from, Derry or Belfast or
what sort how long has he been at sea? Because I sailed with the Patsy McDade on the Chusan in the early 70s.
Would have been the mid-70s, Bob. Would have been the mid-70s.
Do you know Tommy McLaughlin?
No.
He was a mate of it. Because I often wondered, there was a McDade who got killed in a bomb explosion in Coventry, and I often wondered if it was him. Because he did have connections with that lot, I know.
What did he do, Brendan?
I beg your pardon?
What did he do?
Pat was a public room steward.
All right.
And he was a great guy. Him and Seamus really got on very well. They were a lot of banter between the two of them, and he was a shrewd old guy, Pat, very one of the shrewd ones. He put his money away and he didn't waste anything. And he used to sit back and watch. He was one of those sort of guys. He was a smashing guy.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I think he maybe have gone back to his family in Belfast and started getting things going again there in the pub. But yeah, remember him very well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But
did anyone remember Roy McCrudden?
Yeah,
on the Canberra.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, Roy. He was a good, lovely lad. I shared a cabin with him on the Canberra.
I don't think he's with us anymore, Dave, is he?
No, I think hopefully he is.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, because he went out to Canada. He lives out in Canada now.
Oh, okay.
And he went into steel in the steel industry.
Oh.
And made a very good made a very good earning, which congratulations to him. And no, as far as I know, he's still alive and well out there, and with grandchild and what have you.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about Belfast, 2 years ago, a crowd of us went up to see the Titanic Centre, and we stayed at the Europa Hotel, which is right in the centre of Belfast. Beautiful hotel.
Yeah.
But it was the most run-up hotel in the world, I think.
Yeah.
Every time they built it, people... And I was asking what the reason why up there. So the reason why is because all the reporters from all around the world used to stay there.
Yeah.
So blow it up here, and it's on every newspaper in the world the next morning.
Yeah.
But thank you. No, we were okay. Nobody done anything to us while we were there. And the first time I saw it, I've been a lot of places, but breakfast in the morning, if you're having porridge, with a bottle of Bushmills, you could put on your cereal. I think a lot of places do it now. Yeah. Whiskey, in your porridge.
Yeah.
Well, there's been a programme on TV about it recently.
Will we get that in Wales, Alan? Will we get that in Wales, Alan?
Wouldn't get that in the valleys.
I saw Callan. I'll bring over some duty free. We'll have it.
No, a few years ago when I went over to Northern Ireland, which is where my dad came from, we went up to the Bushmills distillery and partook of some.
I bet it was nice. Yeah, lovely.
Great whiskey.
Yeah.
They used to have a mature one, didn't they? They called it Black Bush.
Shirley Bassey.
They said, "Have you got any Black Bush?"
The best one is the Bushmills Blue, which you can only buy from the distillery. You can't buy it in supermarkets, bars, or anywhere. And I got a bottle recently for my nephew's 40th birthday, and had it couriered over. Absolutely dog's bollocks.
Nice.
Really?
Nice.
Yeah.
Is it coming down to Wales this weekend to be tasted?
So, no, sadly I can't. No, sadly I can't make it. But I hope all you guys that are down there have a really good weekend, or a couple of days. Sorry, not weekend.
You could get a
but
courier.
Few days.
you could get a courier to send down the bottle or bring down the bottle.
I could indeed.
But I advise you don't.
That's a great idea. Yeah.
There is a Welsh whiskey distillery very near the Zipwire place at the top of the valleys there, Brendan. There's if you ever did go up there, it's all, unfortunately at the moment, it's on the heads of the valleys and they're ripping all the roads up. It's mental up there. You can't, it's right at the top of the valleys. They've been doing it for about 10 years now, and they might finish it in another 10. But there's a Welsh whiskey distillery up there, Penderyn, because the original Jack Daniels, I think it is, was started by two Welsh guys that had been kicked out for brewing Welsh whiskey. It was honey. It was like mead, made of honey. And if you think about it, like Southern Comfort, that's very sweet.
Yeah.
And it was the poet Dylan Thomas's favorite drink, because the connection between the originators of it was made in the bush, you know. It was what do they call them? Bootleg whiskey. But eventually, and there's still a couple of Welsh people on the board apparently of Jack Daniels with Welsh names. So there's a strong connection. Yeah, they got Welsh whiskey. So there.
It's clear, isn't it, Welsh whiskey? Isn't it clear?
No, it's like mead. Nah. You know, like mead, the original drink in Britain was mead.
Yeah.
And it was made of honey. That was before any whiskies or anything else. It was mead. Everybody drank mead.
Made by the monks.
It's sweet. It was made of honey. I remember reading bits over the years about it, and I think, yeah, there probably was a very strong Welsh Celtic connection then, yeah.
Right. Well, we could order one tomorrow, Taff.
Oh yeah, you can get it. Yeah, Penderyn whiskey is down there, Welsh whiskey. But look, keep in training, because I've been in and seen the Hollywood Bowl, and they've set up 3 rinks for us. So you boys, you Anglo-Saxons, you got to be on top form, because we got us Celts. You know, with the Irish boys coming over, and Tinkle know all about bowling, Hollywood bowling. And I got a secret weapon coming for the Celtic team as well. Right. So, you know, if you keep in good shape, don't drink too much whiskey, whatever you do.
Your Zimmer frames on
that.
Thanks, Dad.
Definitely.
That's on Tuesday night. But funnily enough, when they sent me the confirmation email, because I explained to them that there's a few of us really can't even pick a ball up. So when they sent me the email and I read it all, it's talking about pensioners and carers. And I thought, I got to put that up, but I didn't put it up. But pensioners and carers.
They're not too far wrong.
No, they're not. No, for sure.
Oh dear. Bloody hell. Oh, great. Hey, well, look, what we'll do, Taff, obviously most of us are going to see you tomorrow. But for Colonel on the bus, thanks for coming in. Thanks, Johnny.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Lovely.
Nice to see you.
And obviously for Super Tart, we'll keep.
Just going to say, I may not be in next week because I've got my sister coming to stay with me. And then I'm going back to Lincolnshire with them when they go back. So I could be missing for 2 weeks.
All right. Okay. Well, we'll look forward to when we see you back in, John.
No doubt. I'll be watching to see what's said.
I'll try and get him from my cruise ship next Sunday if I can.
Yeah, do that. That would be brilliant. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And obviously, Fruity, as usual. Thanks very much. Is there an Oscar this week? Or
There's no Oscar. No, there's no. Well, there is sort of an Oscar. Last week, John put the one that Oscar did about the accession thing at Carlisle, which is going to go on last week's recording. And this week, we've got yours, David, of your fantastic trip to London to watch the procession of Her Majesty the Queen's funeral. So that's going to go on this week's recording.
Okay. Oh, well.
By the way, next week, I may not be in myself because we play Everton next week and we kick off at 7 p.m.
7 p.m.
Sunday?
Hey, next Sunday, yeah.
Bloody hell.
Everton.
That's unusual, isn't it?
Yeah.
Have they got a real game on before it?
A real game.
Well, thanks for the warning, Steve. For sure.
Well, you won't miss me anyway, so just wait. You're on.
See how it goes. But for everybody, and Bob, have a good time on the canals and that. And
I'll do my best.
You will indeed. But for most of us, we'll see each other tomorrow. But
Looking forward to it, yeah.
Have a great time, guys. I wish I was with you, but I can't make it, unfortunately.
Have a good time, guys.
Thanks a million, Fruity. Thank you.
Yeah, I should be there about
yourself, Fruity.
6:30ish at the Bay Tavern.
Yes.
We'll
See you all tomorrow,
Have
guys.
a way.
See you tomorrow, guys.
See you tomorrow, guys. Okay. Thanks a million. Bye.
About the traffic. Be about the traffic lights, David.
Oh, hang on, bloody hell! Could be in for a serious bollocking here. Hang on, virtual background. We're going without the traffic lights. Where are they? Here they are.
Oh, there's a power cut.
Thanks, Fruity. It's been a bad one. Hey, cheers, Johnny.
Thank you, guys. Bye. Bye, everyone. Bye. Bye.
On the count of three. 1, 2, 3.
2, 3.
So hello Crew Bar, we're here just not far from the Mall, and we got PC Matt Dalton who's come all the way up from Bridgewater, Somerset to help, and they'll be helping do the convoy of all the dignitary tomorrow, bringing them back in for the service at Westminster Abbey. So it's all right. Thank you, Matt Dalton.
You're welcome, no problem at all.
Cheers.
Cheers.
We are on Whitehall and they're just clearing up ready for tomorrow's procession, and you can see quite a big part of Westminster up ahead of us, so we're getting ready for the morning. Alright, take care, see you in the morning, Crew Bar. Good morning, Crew Bar, and as you can see, we're here at Whitehall in readiness for the the parade of a lifetime. We're going to be an honorary time. I've got some great friends with me. Jane, hello Jane.
Hi.
And Will.
Hey.
And Susie. Susie,
I was
look
the
at that.
former
Look
mayor
at
of
them.
Congleton and a
Well
veteran
done.
soldier.
And Rosika back up there with her friend.
Pair of boobs.
Rosika is a very, very
Look how they love
honourable
them. They won't have a
royalist.
medal.
She comes to all of the occasions. Well done. And we're just having a span round now.
Super fan.
And we're just going to meet with some of the boys in blue. And the boys in blue, hello Tom.
Morning.
Hello to the crew bar.
Hello to the crew. Hello to the crew. Hello.
Well done, well done. Thank you. Thank you, Tom. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Above the light now